Hey, welcome to my channel. This is a channel of a kid who used to play video games every day. He was addicted to them like crack cocaine. And so, this is my legacy. Alright, so if you don't want to see the legacy, I left the time skip right here for you guys to use so you can skip through. Enjoy the video. Future shooter. Starting off with the term logo. Alright, so this is everything that I built up for. Right here. Term. The journey, the experiences, all because I wanted to be somewhat of a story maker, like dream. The SMP, I loved it, I followed it, and everything. And this wall, this is outdated now. There's actually more, but this is the term universe. And I'm gonna show you what's inside of it. Because we have to start where it all originated from. So in general, if we look at my legacy, and I know you guys can't see the whole entire thing, so I think I could expand it a little bit and get it down a bit now. So now you guys should be able to see my workspace. And honestly, I got a lot more videos. I couldn't put them all in there. This is just a little bit from the first file. But we're going to start off with my absolute favorite game. And that's Ark Survival Evolved. It wasn't my favorite story, but it's my absolute favorite game. I remember the time when me and Quince used to. I had this friend called Quince, and I'm just reviewing what I was and what's gonna happen in the future. So this is the Halloween event. I was like, Quince, come on, get your wyvern, come here. We used the crowd pause that I put down from the Dodo wyvern, and we grabbed it. And then we went to a different map, and I was singing Montero. I really hate that song now. And we got some new Gen Rexes. I was just spawning them in. Christmas event. We got a bunch of loot as you can see there. Beat the game. And I hope you can realize the pattern that we'll come to at the end of the video. These videos that I made for the trailer, I didn't realize they were in here, but I guess I put them all in. We have the official. I didn't even make this movie, and I was going to make it for Owsley. But it's the official Thug's Paradise. I went in, and I stole about 10 to 11 grand on this dude's server. And I was the biggest underground thief of all time. And I'd hid it away under my house. By the end, I gave Owsley the cords, put up all my things, and that was it. I'm pretty sure I had access to the most found gunpowder on the server. If not, then it was Lost in Space. Me and Lost in Space could really blow up the server. I had access to many underground things, and I found many sources of gunpowder that were restricted. If you would mind, this video is gonna be me just reviewing my past as well. I want to be able to look back at this video in a year and realize that this is where I was. As you can tell, I stole so much. I wrote my book. That's more than that. It's around 11,000. And honestly, let me zoom in so you guys can see it. And honestly, I wrote my story. This was my legacy in the story. So now you guys can see what it's like in a day in the life of, well, shooting. This is what I did. I don't like how my face cam is being shifted over there. We have to sync this back over. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, 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 okay. There we go. So, deceased term, I have another video on it, so we'll get back to that later. Beating the game for the first time? Yeah, I remember this. I was running around for hours. I only died once. I'm actually surprised that I beat the game the way I did. 1v1ing Chulo? You know the drill. I was horrible at PvP back then. Chulo destroyed me, as usual. I battled lost in space in this area.
I don't know. 120, 123? Yeah.
And it was like we basically played Call of Duty, essentially.
Oh my god. That could be a
Let me just
trick
get
though.
this scene. He came by and he shot me.
It
We
always
made
works all the
guns,
time.
right? He came by and he shot me. And so now I'm low. Hold on, I don't want to skip past this. This scene was just...
Oi, bro. It
Hold
always
on,
works.
I
So I'm gonna type in
skipped it.
bread.
I feel like I'm wasting... I don't want to waste too much time. I skipped it again, man. Hold on, hold on, hold on. You'll see it. You'll see what happened to this dude. You'll see what happened to this dude. Why is it zooming in so slow? I'm gonna have to cut this out. Here's what happened. I don't know why I felt so attached to do that. I'm gonna stop doing that. This is my self-improvement journey as well. So I'm learning some things here and there as I move on. In the next video, I went on a Lucky Block server and I've just opened Lucky Blocks over and over and over again on YoPsycho's server, and I ran and beat the game. This is the second time I beat the game legitimately. No, the third or fourth time I beat the game legitimately, because I gotta remember the old days. Oh my god, the old days. This is it right here. That's coincidental. The first DC Bios for a server. This was...
I just figured it out too.
Wow, I was a kid. I was like 10. I remember when I had Minecraft on
Slow it
PS4 and
down.
it was the old version. The old version. The only thing I could do was just play the game.
But
I sound like an
I'm
idiot
trying.
though. That's just my young self though. I love this server. I put my heart and soul into destroying it and making it an actually fun and playable zombie apocalypse server. And then Lost spawned 2 withers in the end. It was all going crazy. And this is when Term was popular. Term, if you didn't know, was a server that I made trying to be like Dream. I wanted to have that experience. I wanted to have an SMP, so I just continued to keep making servers until I came up with the name Term, and I launched it. There's recast, but I think I'm gonna make an official one. Now we have the story of Bartholomew something. It's this cow dude in the story. He stumbled upon this island with this
Oh god!
comrade Curry's my way, right? And they raided and looted the place. This is important for the lore, so I'm gonna skim through just a little bit so they have it in there. They met a strange villager at the village, definitely not Devontae, and he enchanted their equipment for them for a good price. No, actually, he was just giving away enchantment books and emeralds. He did not know what he was doing. So as the day went on, these guys ran around and they conquered the island. They went from tribe to tribe, cleared out everybody, and they set up camp. They were doing pretty good. They were raiding. They were stacking up on money, and they were taking out the pillagers, until they eventually stumbled upon the center of the volcano and decided, no, we're gonna go in there. Kurz hopped in, and of course I had to hop in after him. Now here we are in this mess. We had to make it through the dungeon. There's like several levels. I'm gonna have to come back in here if I'm gonna add this into the book. There are several levels to the point where I was stuck on a pillar in the middle of a lava spike.
It's
I had to eventually come through and just take out these monsters, and there was a lot. Many mazes. I had to go into the end and defeat the Ender Dragon. Then we had to defeat someone else. Kuriz was actually an imposter the whole time. And then we got captured. I got cursed. I forgot how I got cursed. I think I drank some cursed item. I'm gonna have to look. Hello? Okay. So, yeah, my video is gonna cut out. Alright. I drank some cursed item. You know how kids do their thing. Drank some cursed item. Got locked in a cage after Curious My Way turned on me and Dev became some sort of demon. And then I turned red. The red, infamous red and white cow that Ben defeats when he enters the fermented castle. That whole series on this. I went by. The King of Richmond, I forgot what his name was, but let's just call him Richmond. The Kingdom of Richmond, King Richmond, comes by, recruits me, and then I become one of his best working officers. After walking around the abandoned area, he stumbles upon me because I wake up near plane crash, car, everything is destroyed on this island. And there's no planes in term, it's a medieval roleplay. Only reason I'm putting so much focus on this is because I want to build a book for term in the future. And make it an interesting read. So, it's picked up in the ship, so on and so forth. And they went along together. He loved his hoe, and he was acting like a kid. King of Richmond taught him many things, and they sailed off. Now, this is the king's riches. This is another story that I was yet to fully showcase. I don't think many people realize how rich I am. When me and Benjamin put our money together, Benjamin didn't really care about his money. He had a couple blocks of netherite, and that was it. Benjamin just didn't really care about his money, so he combined it with mine, and we shared our money together. We built this room in term 2, and this was going to be one of the vault rooms that we used. Amethyst pillars, everything. This is another win. Gold, diamond, netherite, all the riches you can dream of. I had attained it all, and I was setting it up in my bunker. Some was imported from a different server on a different story. Some was imported through cheats that didn't get fully checked out. Axolotls or had a price around then. Now they're called mob credits. And I don't think you guys realize that just how rich I was. Around this time, I had 3 to 4 billion, and the money for netherite changed. So I was coming up on 5 to 6 billion currently. And because the systems changed, I didn't even count my money, so I could be a guaranteed 5, maybe even $8 billion. And I think I understand how business people work and think. Life gets boring, but you still build what you build with your money. And you still make extensions for the people to come in. When I had money and people were just giving it to me, and I just kept making money. Everyone's like, you don't need to make more money, you're rich. I was like, yeah. But I just still mined and picked up diamonds just because. These things I do, hold on, my computer's about to die. The things that I do, the things that I did on this server were controversial. And this was one of the things that you'll notice. I was at the top. I was the king. This was my server. Even in the role plays that I repetitively asked help for. This one is Insomniac. And we could actually make a good intro scene because Lost in Space was the 10 out of 10 actor. He was the best one I had by far. But this was called Manifest. I was gonna make a movie about an overworked dude. No, this is called Insomniac. This is for Nightmare Mode. People who watch Nightmare Mode, there's a clip in there. I'll show you what happened in the end. Overworked worker hates his life. Dude from the other book called Manifest comes in, blows up the server. He gets amnesia, gets put in a coma for 100 days. On 100 days, they'll take him off of life support that he can afford, or the area gives him free life support for 100 days because he's in something dollars debt, too much debt to live. And so they're like, okay, we'll give him the life support, and he has to be protected in IRL while he's in this little coma dream that he's in. If he dies in a coma dream, there's a serious indication that he might just well die in real life. This is one of the stories that I had, and this is what it looked like. Honestly, again, I always say honestly because I really mean it. This was fun. All of this. Going through making stupid scenes with Benjamin and Relay and Dev Ekjaman over and over and over again.
Oh, my bad. I
Screaming
gotta turn
at
up the
them.
Minecraft music.
Sound like a freaking nerd.
I need a cute bro.
But we had so much fun. It was almost as if it was repetitive. Continuous fun. Like I never really lost anything. Once I beat something, it was time to move on to another map with a new idea and try to beat it again. I hope you see the cycle. The cyclismic? No. I hope you see the revolution. The revelations coming in here. The cyclismic cycle. I'm pretty sure that is a word. I refrained because I thought it wasn't. I hope you see this cycle. This is one of the videos that, honestly, I don't need to explain anything. Who was there knew. Went through a roleplay. This is what happened to Ben's father's kingdom. We left. Ben said I should leave with Dev. He let us go. He forced me to leave. Fought. Remember turn background scenes? This is what I used. I just built a green screen in Minecraft. We did it all. Here's the photos that I wanted to start off with. I was looking for these. Oh. So I don't know if you guys know this, but when I just had got this, I started off with praying. It was like it was a new environment. I actually I envy that feeling. I grow fond of it so much. The feeling of just opening up Premiere Pro and not understanding, but wanting to understand. Over the years, learning how to slowly edit. These are my first edits. These are my first things. And I didn't realize I made this scene such a long time ago. I was capturing so many photos and shots for what I wanted to do. Great thumbnail opportunity right there. Arc Maya, Mass Effect Andromeda, Genshin, the Thug's Paradise thumbnail. Yeah, that wasn't gonna work out. The forest, term, the island. I mash it together on Photoshop. So the full island is on my computer. It's all here. And the one thing you know about this story is that you can never tell when it ends. You can only see the end when you're at the end. I never knew when I'd stop playing a game. I never knew when I'd stop. I never knew when I'd stop wasting my life. but I just continued to move on. Dropping in these. We're halfway done here. Let's stop the recording. Here we have it. The biggest one left over is Minecraft. Played it like it was my favorite game, but the best one, like I say, is Ark. That is my favorite game. This is when I started Ark Maya, a challenge where I started on hardcore and would beat every map in the game. Newsflash, I defeated the island already, and it took everything out of me. I got greedy, I was foolish, rushing, and I lost a lot, but I gained what I wanted. It seems like it wasn't a fair trade. If I had just waited, I would have reached where I wanted to go, reached my final destination. I look back at this as a century ago, because this was very hard. This took 200 to 300 attempts, and I'm not joking with you. I had so many videos about this on my storage, I had to just delete them and move on. So many cool attempts, so many everything. And I wanted to make this trailer and put it up, but I guess I'll just make a little video on it, put a thumbnail over it, and say so. No, honestly, I don't care anymore. I'm gonna stop trying to meet the Ark trends. Oh, I successfully beat every map in the game. I beat one map in the game, and that was enough for me. Honestly, I feel so retired I don't even want to open it. I made it to my ice castle of dreams in the center, and now I just feel burdened to open up the application and complete the challenge. Because after that, you know, it's straight to beating the game. There's no more memories, there's no more building, there's no none of that. Horror stories, this is very funny. It's a 2D killer game. Ugh. As I said, I don't need to explain. Honestly, it's another book for the past. I didn't know if you guys would have liked this, so I didn't post this. Nerved, same thing. It was like that train game that Corey played. Some demon came out in the night and killed me. Let's see if I can get the scene.
Hey, now you know how I was feeling when I was playing that random horror game.
That just sounds so weird.
You can kind of see it. Yeah, you kind of see that faint light over there. That's my cottage. All right, let's go.
Now look at this.
Sweet.
Oh shoot. Forget it. Because once I made it to the goal, that was really it for me. Unmassacre, I played it all. Spent money on this, and this was really just content. No. This was an excuse to try out a new game. I wanted to try out a new game, and really, it wasn't really benefiting me. I didn't know if it was going to blow up, and I didn't finish editing it because I needed certain things that I surprisingly have now. If I had a face cam while I was recording this would have been great. Puppet combo, all of it. Turn. It even added that little sticker on there. Because this video is getting sort of long, I want to look back at all those memories that I had. There's Gonzo, me playing by myself, my own little world. This was my world, man. My first Dying Light, the first video on my PlayStation. It was Dying Light. The time I met Dev, and me and Gonzo were playing. Dev was a really serious friend of mine. Life is Strange. I love that game. I could never publish everything. You wanna know why? I played it for fun. I never got around to publishing it because I knew that you guys wouldn't really watch it. Oh, I gotta play this game and upload it and post it and do everything the best that I can to the best of my ability to the most premium of quality that I can possibly do. And yet, I get on the game, I record, I play, and this is excess amount of time I spend going around scenes, videos, and it's all just, oh, this is my birthday. It's all just an excuse for me to have fun. You have to realize this stuff. That's why I'm telling you guys this now. This is all just an excuse for me to have fun. Quantity over quality. All the templates are here. And then the last one, Minecraft. I don't think it's finished uploading all the files, but you'll get the gist. DC Biosphere. I think I'm going to make my own separate private video on this because I want to look back at the story and maybe make a book out of this or something. I can make books out of these stories, movies, shows. I like to do that thing. As you can see, we rose to the top. Nightmare mode. I rose to the top. I defeated the fortress. I had attained everything I desired. And when I died, I found the villager and got the mending book. That was it. If I had lived, it wouldn't have made a difference. I still would have gotten bored and probably come off the challenge or not even got around to finishing posting it. Even though I died, I say I still beat the seed because I really did. Seed's turn, I was the only one to make it through the gate. I was the only one to succeed. Me and they lost in space, going through these maps, thugs versus killers. I was the middleman. I am the top. I beat everything. I conquered everything. I was the king, the top player. Now, I gotta be the top player in real life. And I gotta be a real king. So, this is the story of Keith and Coombs. And I'm gonna say that one time. You come back to this video if you wanna find out my full name. This is where I started. This is my legacy. Because it is. This is my journey. Every single video, you see what? The pattern? I was unstoppable. I was at the top. Whether I wanted to lose or not, I was always at the top. The successing team. I rarely ever died. And when I died, I was always redeemable. I can return to war. Everything. It's all just my story. When you're successful and you go through, if you were Genghis Khan, let's say, and you just go in and you just conquered all of Mongolia, Well, what's left to conquer? You have your whole state. Time to run it. It's time to run the channel. It's time to build a real empire. I'm gonna make a real story. It's time to build a real empire. Real people, and real improvements. And have real life legacy. I conquered the first world inside of my mind, inside of the game, inside of the box that I was in. And now I've broken out. It's time to let that old world go and conquer a new one. Conquering the world. That's what this movement is about. Building a new community of individuals that work together to protect their future dreams. Chase their dreams. Empower dreams. Subsidize their kids' future. This is my goal. This is what I offer to you. And this is my work. Welcome to the Shooting community.